Hey guys, so like 4 or 5 years ago I uploaded a video of me showing you guys how to knit, and about 2 years ago I went on there and I re-watched that video and I saw that it wasn't that great. I'll be honest. I had made it when I was just learning how to knit and stuff like that. Kitty cat, what are you doing? Anyways, so I was looking at my Insight last night and I saw that video had like 10,000 views, and I was wondering why I had taken it down. I remembered, it wasn't that great. So I decided to make another one and kind of explain things a little better, hopefully. It's really fun. It's very stress relieving. I haven't done it in forever. And Brittany, you are going to see your scarf. Don't get too excited because I still might not finish it this year, but I'll try. Yeah, so anyways, I'm going to start off showing you guys some different size needles. It is a little bit larger than normal standard size, but not by much. Standard size needles are about size 8 to 10. This is a size 10 here. You can see it's a little bit smaller than the last one that I showed you. This is the smallest that I have, I believe, and this is a size 5. The different sizes of the needles matter because that's going to determine how far apart the stitch is, if that makes sense. Now another thing is, when you're starting off, an easy thing to do is just make a scarf or something like that. Just a straight line is easy. And I would recommend starting out with a yarn that looks kind of like this. This is going to be a lot easier for you to knit with. You're going to be able to see your stitches very well, rather than starting out with a yarn that looks something like this or like this. This kind of yarn is going to be hard. I'm going to show you how to cast on now, and I'm going to be starting off with this size 10 needle. Tie a simple knot around here, not tight or anything, something that can be very easily undone. Just a little knot, and then let's slide it up to the top here. You hold this piece down with your other hand so that it doesn't get mixed up with the other yarn, and you do want a long tail because you are going to sew it into the piece later. But what you do is you take it around your thumb this way and you wrap it, and so these two pieces cross. Lift it here and pull it together like this. Now you have 2 stitches on your needle. Like that. And you can add as many as you want. It depends on how big you want your whatever to be. This is a project that I've been in the middle of for regrettably a few years. So I'm going to show you how to actually do the garter stitch on here. So this is what it's going to look like. These, just imagine that we just like cast those on. It's the same. And this is what it's going to look like each new row. You take your needle and you slide it under. I'll loosen this up a bit so you can see it. You have this loop here, and you slide the needle through this piece of yarn and under the other needle. You take this piece of yarn and you wind it around this way, but you put it under this needle, so it's between these two. You take this needle and you put it right through this hole right here, like this. So now there's a loop on this one, and then you just take it off here like that, and you continue like that. And I will show you guys what to do with loose ends like this. Next, you just take your yarn needle that looks like this. It has a big eye, a lot bigger than a regular sewing needle, and the end is not as pointed. It's very dull. Like I can go like this and it doesn't hurt me. Now that we have our yarn through here, I don't know how you want to, which way you want to do it, but I just take it through one of the stitches through here, not through, let's try to explain this. I don't want to take it through this because that's going to show on the other side. I want to take it through the stitch that is on this side. And I'm just going to start right here. I'm going to take it right under this first stitch. And I'm going to try to untangle this real quick. And then I'm going to take it right back through the next stitch, right here. And through this one. And then through the next, and just continue on like that. Your pair of scissors and just snip it off. The reason that you don't want to just cut it off at the knot is because it can come undone and then your project is going to start unraveling. Alright, and I've made up this little swatch for you guys to show you how to cast off, and a swatch is always recommended before you're about to start a big project, just so that you can try out the yarn that you've picked out for it with the needles that you have for it to make sure that you know, this is how you want it to look. Like if you're making a sweater, this is gonna, you know, it's gonna show you how you want it to look. If you want the stitches to be tighter together or, you know, looser and holier, you switch to a bigger or smaller needle, or even to a different style of yarn. Alright, and now we're going to cast off. To do this, you just go right back through like you're going to knit another row, and you take it off, and then you knit the second one like this, and then you take this first stitch like this, you hold this one down, and you bring this one up like this, and you take this first stitch off, so you're left with the second stitch. So the second is now the first, if that makes sense. And you go on like that. You take this one and pull it over, and you continue like that. And you can see that this is starting to, you know, shape up and nothing's unraveling. And so we're just going to continue like this. Sorry, this is hard to do through the camera, not like watching what I'm doing. Alright, and then we're left with one stitch left, and you can't just take it off because that's going to unravel. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut your yarn and leaving a decent sized tail so that we can sew it through, or weave it back on through, you know what I'm trying to say. We're going to wrap this around, and it's the same technique. You're going to take, I'll show you. This is what you have left, and it's the same technique. You're just going to wrap this around and take this piece while you're holding this one down, and we're going to wait for this to focus. And you're going to lift it over like this. You're going to pull this through so you have a big loop, and we're going to pull this through again and pull it taut, and you have a little square. Alright, and I will probably make some more videos in the future of how to do different stitches, how to do like a cable, how to like branch off so you can make a glove. Yeah, I made a glove once and I never made the other one, so I kind of need to do that anyways. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope it helps a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, because I definitely, I'm sure I didn't do a very good job of explaining absolutely everything that needs to be explained, but yeah, just let me know what I need to do better, any questions, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye.